as always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. DeAgostini Collectibles, Build the Moomin House, Box 17, Part 8. In this video, we'll be completing issue 70 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy. With every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are component parts for stage 8. I'll look inside. So we're going to be starting the attic floor, and then we've got a chair to build as well. Moomin's Winter Follies. So this is the list of the components that come in this stage and the step-by-step instructions. So the floor part here, the chair part here, and then that's when we finish. I don't think I've got any of that paint. I'll have to look. And then it's saying connecting the floors of the house. So it's talking about connecting the floors. So I will be doing that as well. That'll be really good because I've been waiting. Although I can't do this one yet. I can't do this floor until we get this. That'll be really good that we get all the floors glued in and connected, because it wobbles a lot on this base. So actually I'll glue these two together, and I'll glue these two together. I'm not going to glue this yet because I need to paint the brickwork around this side, but it's really good that we're actually being able to glue parts of the house together so that they don't fall over. So that's really good. So as always, before I begin any build, I just like to make sure that what it says we're supposed to have here, that we have in here. The opening, which is here. That's quite thick. I think it's slightly thicker than the other floors. So we have the floor panel, and I can see through there. So we've got two rear legs of the chair, which is here. We have a seat and a backrest, and here we have lower part of the seat, and then we've got two front legs. Yep, we've got everything that it says we're supposed to have at this stage of the build. We have our components, we have our magazine. Let's begin. So I've got some paper towel down. I've pre-mixed some burnt sienna, watered it down. Got my brush, got my water, got everything. Right, so I'm going to stain this flooring, not paint it, stain it. Like that. Moving very quickly with the brush. I've done quite a few of these floors now, so I'm kind of won't say I'm an expert, but I know what to expect. How to do it without the paint sitting in clumps or pooling up or anything. It's all kind of one colour. I didn't start off doing it like this though. And the ground floor did not look as neat and tidy as this. But that's what this is about. You learn quite a lot of things. Keep the brush moving at all times. As soon as it touches the surface, just keep it moving. Removing any excess paint as quickly as possible, like that. Keep the brush moving. There we go. As quickly as possible. This middle bit to do now. I think we might have missed that tiny little section there. That's it. That's it done. Leave that to dry, because then what we've got to do is we've got to pick out some areas to highlight for floorboards, and I'm going to use this brush to do that. So let this dry, and then I'm going to pick out some relevant areas for floorboards. I'm not sure what this circle is here. I'm thinking it might be see, there's a chimney there. It seems to go down to here, so I'm thinking there might be a chimney goes down there and maybe a stove goes over the top of it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But yeah, there is a clear circle on there, and I can see it on here and also here. So I'm thinking it may be like the chimney comes down and there might be a stove around it, or it's just the chimney goes all the way down. I'm not really sure. So I'll come back once that's dried out, and then we'll start picking out some floorboards that we can highlight. So I've allowed that to dry for a while. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick out some of these floorboards to highlight just randomly. Gives it a bit of depth and allows it to look more realistic. Allowing the paint to sit on the area so that it stains it slightly darker, like that. That's the first one. So I'm just going to pick out another one. It's not going to do that one. That one goes all the way across. That would look very, very odd. So I'm just going to pick randomly. Whoops, my head knocked the camera. I'm just going to pick randomly, like here. It's quite dark. Need to turn it around. Paint the other side. Kind of evenly spread it. Doesn't matter if it's a different colour to this one because it's just the randomness of it. Picked another one now. This one. I'm going to keep this paint for the other side, the other half of this, which will be in, I'm assuming it'll be in box 18. Which I have. I'll be receiving the last box of the Moomin build next week. Although I'm nowhere near the last box. I'm a lot closer to the last box than I have been so far. But yeah, I've been informed by DeAgostini and their parent company Fan Home that the last box has been dispatched. So this will be the first of my builds that I do actually finish. The next build that we'll be finishing will be the Millennium Falcon, and then Robocop. I'm about 3/4 of the way through the Falcon, and I'm about halfway through Robocop. Just trying to think of where I am with the other builds. A lot of the other builds are... Oh yeah, the Back to the Future DeLorean is nearly finished. Yep, that's nearly finished. Don't know what to do with this one or this one. I'll do them both. I'll do this one. But yeah, some of the builds are coming towards the end. And then I've got new builds ready to begin. One of which you may or may not have seen the little advert for on the 2nd of July. We're building the Enterprise D from Star Trek The Next Generation. Okay. I might do this one instead of that one. You can paint any of the floorboards that you want to, any one you want to. Be as random as you like. It's your build, do it how you want to do it. This is how I'm choosing to pick my random floorboards. Gonna have a look, see where else I can do. I'll do this one. And this one. You'll know from looking if you've done enough. The only thing that you've got to be aware of, don't do too many, because it will look like a stripy. It'll look a lot more of a pattern, and that's not what you're looking for. You're just looking for complete randomness. So I'm going to do one down here. Which I'll do this one. enough. Just having a look. I might do one more. Let's turn it around that way again. Yeah, I'm going to do this one here. The last one on this side. Yeah, that's the last one I'm going to do on that side. I'm going to do one more on this side. I'd like to do this middle one here. I would like to do that middle one there, but it might be a bit too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one here. Have a look. Yeah, I think that's enough. That's enough. Yep. That completes the first half of issue 70. Oh yeah, that looks okay. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.